Because I get high. Because I get high. Because I get high.
I didn't know it was him. I did not know that was him.
Completely forgot this man existed. So like completely off my radar. Every time they called him a rapper, I would just like, all right, sure.
That's what he does. Those are bars.
So what he does, he's got the chart. He was on the chart.
Hey, he looks like he got more money than me, so I ain't gonna fucking judge him.
Listen, that song must have been phenomenal.
The royalties on that shit.
And he's still doing shows. They had footage.
I was about to say they showed him working live. He was working.
But
his new content too, by the way.
Yeah. Listen.
And they were singing that shit.
They were playing it in court, bro. I was crying. This whole thing. Okay, so really quickly, for those of you who have lives and you haven't been following this shit on the internet, just really quickly, there is a gentleman by the name of Joseph Foreman. He is a rapper, and his stage name is Afroman, and he's famous for the one hit that I just sang earlier, Because I Got High. He forgot a whole bunch of shit because he got high. That shit became such an inside joke in schools and workplaces. How many workplaces like I couldn't come to work yesterday because I got high? It's like everybody was using it. It was a meme before it was a meme. It was Vine before it was TikTok. And so this guy, like I said, unless you're in like get his newsletter, I don't know if anybody was really paying all that much attention. But apparently he has a nice enough house where he's got the security cameras on at all times. Apparently he's got some enemies. He's got security cameras in his own house. Yeah. And the ops end up being the people with the badges. That's what happened. So the Ohio sheriff deputies on in August of 2022, which is another funny part about this story. That this happened in 2022. He immediately started doing the videos and they attempted to sue him and they didn't get to court for the first time until 2026. That is hilarious because that means not even police officers can get this shit off at a decent amount of time. You've got to wait just like everybody else. That shit is hilarious. But they apparently had a warrant for search and seizure to go into the home under the guise that they were looking for narcotics. The warrant for search and seizure was under the premise of the charges of trafficking narcotics and kidnapping. Is what they were searching his house for. And this is one of those rare occasions where, I mean, police do this shit all the time, but this is the first time it was caught like in 1080p for the world to fucking see. And the funny thing is it's personal security cam footage. So it's not like it's live streaming somewhere. It's on his own personal server. We know about it because he made fucking sure that we knew about it. He put it out there. And so they raided his home. They destroyed his shit. They kicked in his door. They fucked up his gate.
Typical dickhead shit. Yeah.
Yep. So when they didn't find narcotics and they didn't find any kidnap victims, he walked up to the officers and was like, hey man, you didn't find nothing, so at the very least can you help me with my door? You just kicked in my fucking door, or my gate. You just kicked it, like you drove through my fucking gate. And the officer laughs and goes, we're not required to do that. And my man said, say less, brother. Say less. And what proceeded to happen is a session over and over of the world's greatest police diss tracks in the history of hip-hop. This is all going down with such hits as, will you help me fix my door? Lick 'em low, Lisa. And my personal favorite, the banger, Lemon Pound Cake, my guy. Complete with video footage of a grown man holding
in the middle of a raid, by the way,
holding an AK automatic rifle in the middle of a professional raid. He's looking for narcotics and kidnap victims until he goes into the kitchen and sees
fuck the narcotic dude. Kidnapped victims.
Right.
Man had to get a slice.
He had to get him some of that lemon pound cake. First of all, I've never actually seen lemon pound cake. That looks like homemade lemon pound.
His mama made it.
His mama made it.
The lyrics.
I bet you it don't look like this though. I bet you it don't look like that.
No, round.
It
was on the counter. You didn't see it?
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay.
That's why I said it looked homemade. Yeah, I seen it.
And, I got you. That one looks store bought.
Yeah, that was AI generated. Don't worry about that. I was just trying to be a goofball. I put it. It's because every now and then StreamYard goes, "Do you want to generate your own background?" I'm like, "Sure." So I put in the actual descriptor, lemon pound cake, and that's what it came up with. So this is all
the work.
This is all very hilarious stuff. The fact that he put the diss track out there. The fact, if you haven't had the chance, even if you're not into like court cases or legal mumbo jumbo or whatever the case may be, I don't give a shit what the officer said. I saw all those videos with the crying. They're making me feel bad. I saw all those videos. No. We don't need to see those. That's a waste of everybody's time and intelligence. Go watch the section of the court case when the lawyer was cross-examining Afroman. That is the cinema. That is where the theater is. Because this man, I know I talk shit about him being a rapper. And to be honest with you, I don't think he's stupid. I don't think he's an idiot. But he sounds kind of like slow. Like when he talks. Like he's not an
stoner.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. He doesn't. He just when he talks, he doesn't sound like he's getting anywhere anytime soon. It's like talking to.
He ain't in a rush.
Yeah,
he's cool. He's chilling.
It's like talking to Flash at the DMV in Zootopia. He's a little on the. He takes his time with life. He's not in a rush to get through this shit. You know what I'm saying? But this lawyer was talking to Afroman and asking him these questions, and the only thing that I can think of in my head was what was the strategy? Was his strategy to look at Afroman in front of the whole courtroom and go, please feel bad. Please feel guilty because I've got nothing. I need you out of the goodness of your heart to come out here and say something that gets me off the hook because this is ridiculous. He didn't have nothing. Afroman cut his ass all the way up. And all of his questions were, did you see this lady's deposition? Yes, I did. You heard all the things that she was feeling and experiencing? Yes, I did. You don't feel guilty for that at all? No, I don't. Well, all right then. We'll just move on, man. Because there's nothing.
I thought I had you on that one.
Yeah.
No, I don't. All right, fair enough. Let's move on to the next thing.
And when he couldn't get him to feel guilty, like the counter where he was just like, did you hear her deposition? Did you hear how it made her feel? And he goes, yeah, it hardly made her feel the same way that I did when she had an AK in front of me with her finger on the trigger, like she's getting ready to shoot me in front of my kids. And the lawyer was like, yes, yep, sounds bad. Okay, okay, all right.
Sounds comparable.
Okay. You can tell he was completely out of ideas, but at the end of it, he just goes, is there anything that we can do here to get you to change your mindset? It's like, and then Afroman is like 10 tones down. And it's just like, is there anything we can do to not have my house raided, to not have my money stolen? Which, by the way, they turned off his cameras during the raid when they found out, when they realized he had cameras, and they stole $5,000 from his house. And then he went. This was my favorite part too. He goes to the police station to recover his money, but when he went to the police station,
he was short. Yeah.
He was short. He claims that he was short $400, but when he went to the police station, he brought his lawyer and he brought a news crew. And the lawyer was like, well, why did you need the news crew to go to the police station to get money? He said, I didn't want to be Epsteined and I didn't want to be called a liar and all this other stuff. He goes, so you're trying to tell the court that you brought a news outlet to the police station because you were in fear that they would shoot you? He went, yes. And the whole room behind the lawyer went, Absolutely, that makes sense to us. Yes,
100%.
that makes a lot of sense to us.
Did you not see they walked into his house? What are you talking about?
They were prepared to shoot him in his home. You don't think in their own building they're gonna have an issue with plugging this motherfucker up with bullets?
Think if he didn't have cameras and they found the cameras, that they could have. They would have probably more inclined to do more things. I think if they didn't find the camera.
Their demeanor 100% changed when they saw those cameras. Because now it was like, oh shit. Because it wasn't, I'm still trying to figure out if it was like one of those situations where they raided the wrong house, but it doesn't seem like it was. It seemed like that was the specific house they were supposed to go to. It just got bad intel. They had bad information. It was no good. There was no reason to be in that house at all whatsoever. And here he is out here just throwing out bangers.
That's funny.
So
they were over there trying to like cry, and I don't know if it was just the editing and the cuts, but they were like, what did one guy say? You know how it feels to be a man and be asked if you have a vagina? I have 2 kids. I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, I thought that was a girl there for a second. Like the way his hair was, I don't know. I could definitely see that poor guy. They were all trying to make it sound like he was what he was doing was like abusing them or exposing them or making them feel bad. But at the end of the day, I'm glad the verdict went the way that it went, because unfortunately, I think this happens more often than people think. And what would normally happen is when they do leave and that interaction where it's like, hey, you found nothing, can you help me with the door? That people have to take that L a lot. So it's really nice in many different forms, but it was really nice to see someone, I don't know, he was just kind of made for it. You know what I mean? Like who thinks of making some of the videos and songs that he did that were absolutely fucking hilarious? He took advantage of a situation, as he should have, and it worked out in his favor. So it's cool to see that some justice was served, not for Afroman, as he states it, for America. For all of us.
This also has another aspect to it that I want to discuss here on the show, not just because everyone harped on the idea that it was a win for free speech, right? It was a win against the police, which is a whole other bag of shit.
It was nice to see it kind of go the other way a little bit.
Yeah, but there's one more aspect I think we can add on to the list, and it's the defamation part. Because in all essence, we're celebrating the win. But let's talk about how he won. Because he wasn't just brilliant in the way that he turned this into a situation where he could benefit from it through music and being artistic, but that word, defamation, okay? When you bring someone to court for defamation, you are essentially saying that this individual is lying about you. They're saying things that are inaccurate. They're saying things that is defamating, that is ruining your home life or whatever the case may be. So the whole idea in this court case is that the prosecution is claiming that this individual is defaming them, is lying about them, and it needs to stop. The defendant has to prove that they are not defaming this individual. And so one of the biggest takeaways for me from this court case is that this is a court case that proved, once again, because it happens in every court case. I don't know why people don't pay more attention to that. Defamation means you have to prove that this person is lying.
Yes.
Not making you feel bad.
Because of something you did.
Right. Yes. If you did something to someone and they're telling other people that you did it, and they're saying verbatim what it is that you did.
With video clips, by the way, of you doing it. Of you doing it. Yeah.
It's not defamation.
It is not.
Just because you feel bad doesn't make it a lie and doesn't make it defamation. And this court case solidified this on a tremendous level. This is one of the, we're joking because it's funny, but at the same time, It's a win against the police in the court of law. It is a case that ended on the actual support of the First Amendment of free speech. And it was a court case that is high profile at this point because everyone's talking about it. That also solidifies the definition and terminology of defamation in court. This is a humongous case. But my takeaway will always be Mama's lemon pound case. That will always be the takeaway from this. It's a tremendous court. This is going to be precedented. This is going to be one of those situations where the lawyers moving forward for defamation cases will be taking from this case because it's very, very important to understand that freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. They took him to court and they filed because they didn't like what he had to say. But it doesn't make it a lie. They did these things. We all saw them do these things. So I'm sorry. So they took an L on this one. In a big ding dang way. They took an L. Yeah. So listen, Afroman is the actual man in this particular situation. By the way, Look 'em Low Lisa. This is how I think we should end this segment. Look 'em Low Lisa is about one of the cops' wives who's fucking one of the other cops. And when the cop
and he won, see, now this is the thing though, he won the defamation. So was this true?
Well, here's what I think won them the case. Because the husband was on the stand, all pissed, saying, "Well, he's talking about this with my wife and me and our relationship and all that stuff." And the lawyer goes, "Well, does she have an affair with the gentleman in question?" And he waited for a moment. He thought about it. He goes, "I don't know." He just said, "I don't know." It's like, I think she did, didn't she? She did. Lisa fucked him, didn't she? Oh, Lisa, you hound. You lady of the night. I can't believe you. Oh, man, they got a term for that in the military. Call them Jodies. Your fucking buddy is a Jody over here. Fucking your home girl. Imagine breaking into a man's house. Unlawfully, by the way. I know they had a warrant, but the warrant isn't lawful when it's filled with bullshit charges. And then you get recorded doing it. And in response to that act, it gets outed that your wife's having an affair. And let's just say for explanation's fact that he didn't know. And this is how he found out that his wife was having an affair. And then you're being asked to go to court to testify in this case. And you have to go on the stand and say, "I don't like the fact that he said that my wife is fucking another man, but I cannot confirm that she's not." Afroman. Afroman. You pulled a good one here. You
did it again,
mastermind.
Man.
You did it again, bro.
I take another banger.
I take back the one hit.
This was over the course of some time, by the way, right?
Oh yeah, we're summarizing. They dragged him through the whole thing, man. They just depositions and meetings. He had to spend money on this for legal defense and the whole shebang. So, and remember, he was the defendant. They were suing him. So, I don't know if this leaves the possibility open for countersuit, to maybe go after them a little bit for some of the shit they've been doing. Because if anything, so far, the only one being defamed is him. Yeah. So there's got to be something. There's got to be something to that. There's got to be something. All right, good job, Afro Man. You did your goddamn thing.